Hello everybody, welcome to the video. Today we have the 450 and we're still learning it. Alright, if you guys don't know what's going on and why we're on Detroit again, every week I take the 450 out on the most recent Supercross track and continue to learn the 450. And it's been a process for sure. The first like 4 or 5 videos were so painful, and now that we actually are a little bit into it, you can kind of predict what it's going to do now. It's not as like crazy or anything like that, but it's still a difficult task to ride consistently on a supercross track or just anything like that. So we're going to be going ahead and trying to get all the lines, try to learn a few more things about this track and the bike as we go on. But yeah, I mean, it's just super tough because you only ride the 450 once a week like I've been doing. You don't get as much like constant experience, so you kind of have to relearn it for the first like 3 or 4 laps of every time that you're riding it. And so that's kind of what's going on here, and so we're gonna have to try and straighten that up because what is happening right now is not ideal. We're gonna have to definitely fix up a few things before the time comes where I'm hitting good 450 laps here. So trying to learn the lines here. I didn't see what the 450s were doing here on this track, so I can't imagine it's much different. But I mean, I have to assume that it's still pretty fast, and what they're doing is really different from what we were doing. You can't. Okay, you can. Okay, I was gonna say you can't overjump that if I had to guess, but obviously you can, and you could be just fine afterwards. Did not mean to jump that wide out there. I mean, I meant to jump over the tabletop, but not all the way to the outside there. I'm just gonna take the berm, that it gives me instead of trying to hug inside on a bike I'm not really that familiar with. And plus, I've been riding a lot of the Fantic in these videos, and so to be on a Yamaha now is a lot different. So it's gonna be different because it's only like the second video I think on the Yamaha, so we're gonna have to try and learn it a little bit more here, get a little bit more well informed with this thing. And the more and more we ride it, the better and better I expect to be and get. But oh boy, yeah, that didn't end well. I jumped too far out of that little that first double there, so not great for me. Still hopefully try to make this triple in. Unfortunately lost traction though. No bueno. Also, make sure to go check the links in the description to see my other channel called Moto In Depth. I kind of dive into real life racing. Like the Supercross season's been super fun to break down for you guys on that channel as well, so make sure to go check that out. It has my face on it in case any of you guys are curious about that or anything of that matter. And then also headed back on the MX Bikes discussion. Join my Discord. I really been wanting to try and get you guys a little bit more involved in the videos, but every time I try to schedule something in the Discord, I don't get nearly enough people to sign up to do any of the stuff that any of these video ideas that I have. So make sure to go join the Discord, and I guess just stay in tune with that, because I need to do a better job of promoting it, and I also need to think of more things to do with the Discord in specific as well. So yeah, it's not that ideal to not get enough people to do the races and whatnot when you have so many members in there. But in case any of you guys are interested or want to be in any of the videos, go ahead and join up there. I'll try to schedule them more on the weekends, but weekends don't really work as well for me. So I mean, it is what it is. We'll have to try and figure something out. Maybe do one like every Friday or something like that. Just something like steady and something that people will remember to sign up for, and something people will join and whatnot. So we'll see how that can kind of age and progress. But yeah, that being said, heading back into the MX Bikes talk here with the 450. I'm not scared to like hug corners or anything like that, because like I know the amount of power it has. It's very easy to slide out. So most of the time I'll actually end up, you know, like on a corner like this, after this on off, you can kind of cut in a lot tighter. So if you go on off here and then, you know, cut in super tight, like I'm super scared to turn any more than I just did there. I mean, I was even pushing my limit there on that one as well. So it is a tough one to gauge, because like on a jump like this where you scrub into it, you can't do too much scrub or else your front will get locked up like it did, or it'll straight up just wash out from under you. So you got to be careful with how you're doing it, and how you're going about the corners and whatnot. These flat corners on this hard packed soil here is a lot different than you know, on a 250 where you're kind of just roaming around slamming the throttle and everything like that. That jump especially right there, the corner before that, those three little roll things, it's just really difficult to gauge properly. I'm gonna go ahead and just take the on-off line right here. It's just better for everyone if I don't crash again. Oh, but I'm gonna crash again anyways. We'll go ahead and get a redo on this whole section right here. Go up and over, jump too far, and crash again. Whoop-de-doo. I'm just the best at crashing, so in case you guys were curious, I'm gonna have to try to stay a little bit lighter on the throttle. Get up and over that second one, jump into here a little too far, and then I'm gonna jump over, and then go like kind of scrub down on the ground there, something like that. Just keep it down. Make sure to hop into this left-hander right there. Go scrub over a little too far there, and it wasn't even like a big scrub. Go into here, try to generate some speed, and trying to get through this whoop section without missing a one or two there, and head up over here. By the end of the video, I would like to get into the 101s, but I'm not sure how possible that is. We'll have to see, but I didn't jump this whole thing. I keep meaning to like try to take that more outside, but I've been just sticking to the inside because that's the line I basically have memorized for the 250s. So jumping on into here as well, kind of keeping the throttle a little lighter. Did that perfectly, kind of greased that right there. Getting a little bit more comfortable now, starting to kind of learn the bike a bit more, starting to get used to it again. And then kind of chop to the inside here, and then go inside as well, right there, and then a 101 141. So a lot of ones in that one, but it was a good lap. It wasn't anything horrible, but I definitely feel I could do better. Already off to a significantly better start. Anyways, we'll just go on about our day like nothing even happened. Forgot to try and jump this whole thing again, so I'll just try to do it from the inside. Almost crash and die. What's new? Yeah, this track is very difficult with the way that it is. You know, when you try to push it a little too far, obviously traction will give, or something at least will give your bike maybe. I couldn't tell you the first thing to give is, right? But it's a very difficult track because if you push in different areas, there's different consequences. So, you know, it's very hard to kind of, you know, put up with. If you are like a new rider trying to ride this track, it is very, not technical, but you can definitely make a lot of minor mistakes that turn into major mistakes that aren't major mistakes on most tracks. So it's hard. It's a hard one to get like a really good time on if you are like, there's not too much of a skill gap either. So it's just super difficult. I hear a lot of people ask me how to hit that back section with the triples and whatnot, and it's not that difficult. It's doing it consistently is what's difficult, especially with E-Road, and that's what I was most worried about in the race and whatnot. So I thought I hit it a fair amount of times, but definitely could have done better. But we're about to hit that section and corner right now, because on a 250 it's a lot more difficult than sitting here putzing on a 450. You can be basically half throttle and get this next jump right here. You can, you know, head inside, whatever you want to do, and you still get it pretty easily. And then the second one's not too much of a stretch either. And then, you know, you kind of jump in past here. I'm going to continue to just jump over that because it's what they're doing in real life, and I think it's quite fun. But Dragon's back right there didn't really have my back, I'll tell you that much. Wow, we're already going on for a while now. I thought I've barely been recording for about 7 minutes, but apparently it's been 10, but it's probably a little less for you guys, you know, cuts here and there in the video. But yeah, I mean, that will probably not conclude the video yet, but we're getting to the tail end. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the channel. I'm definitely gonna have to start getting a little bit more, you know, into some different realms of content here, because I think what I'm doing is getting pretty stale, and we're definitely gonna have to change it up. Whether or not we're still in testing or not, probably a lot more videos still in testing, but not just sitting here riding around talking about the track, talking about the bike. We're gonna, you know, mess with some settings, maybe do some randomizers. Like, I couldn't tell you guys, but I mean, I could. I have a bunch of ideas written down, and my head went completely blank, and I didn't even hit the throttle on that one. So yeah, that'll probably be all for me. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate all the recent support, even though the views have been down the last couple or videos or so. But by the time you're seeing this one, it seems like the newest video I just put out is doing pretty well in the first 2 hours. So yeah, that'll probably be, you know, all I have to say. After I keep saying that, I'll see you guys next time. But yeah, for all this time, make sure to consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.